Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to a live edition, 2 o'clock in the afternoony. Oilers, Kings, live from Staples Center. Oh, wait, my bad. Crypto.com Arena. The Kings, I've been told, are the best home team in the NHL. So I've been told. I've also been told there is no McDavid tonight. There is no Draisaitl. There is no Ekholm. There is no Stuart Skinner. But there is a Trent Friedrich. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. That is what you heard. You heard what I said. Trent Friedrich will be available tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. Now, it is National Hockey Card Day. I did go to one of the busiest malls in the world today because I figure, you know what, let me go see what these cards are about. I will show you the 2-packs I got. I also got a little bit of surprise bag while I was there. I went to one of my favorite places, Edmonton Coin Shop. It is way down by the old movie theater. Well, I guess it's still a movie theater, but old HMV, if you've ever been to West Edmonton Mall, the HMV, the gun shooting range. Yeah, it's way down there. Great place to go, great people. Thank you guys for being there and always being helpful. So, we're going to see what we got in our prize bag at the first intermission. Well, like I said, Oilers are going to Oiler today. I'm not expecting much. I will not lie. I'm not expecting them to light the world on fire, as they say. But you never know. They could do the thing. They could do the thing, and they could surprise everybody. Everybody. Now, in all this, when everything is said and done, well, there's a lot of hockey games today. A lot of hockey games. I will be keeping everybody apprised to that. And, yeah, we're going to... Oh, sorry, I just literally walked in the door. Interesting. I have Fox Sports. That's kind of cool. The Hasbro channel. I'm just reinstalling NHL TV on my Xbox. For those of you that don't know, I have the WWE Network. Well, not really needed anymore now that we have Netflix and the WWE is on Netflix. Fox Sports, eh? That would be interesting. Whew. How's everybody doing? Apparently NHL TV no longer works. Well, that is kind of crappy. Who knew? Let's see what happens if I restart my Xbox. Like I said, there was a busy day in the NHL. We're like the third game to start. Yeah, it's kind of weird. At 2 o'clock and there's games ahead of us. Who knows? Again, no Draisaitl, no McDavid, no problem as far as the Oilers are concerned. Sorry, we're the fourth game. Damn, New Jersey beat the Rangers 4-0, and the Ottawa Senators are up on the Florida Panthers 2-0 after 2. 1-1 Dallas, Pittsburgh. But the games that we all care about, obviously the Oilers are playing the LA Kings. Huge playoff implications there. Huge. As well as Calgary is playing Vegas tonight in Calgary. I like that. I'm not too upset by that. I think Calgary has a chance to win that game. Colorado is in St. Louis tonight, so that's a 5 o'clock start. So if it all depends on how my wife is doing and how she is behaving, by she I mean our 5-year-old, because it is afternoon on a Saturday, we will see. We will see if I can get you guys some first period love of the Colorado-St. Louis game. Sure, our St. Louis hater's going to hate will appreciate me doing that. No bias, no bullshit, just straight up tell you how I feel about it. If the Blues play well, hey, kudos to them. They've played great. 11 in a row. Cannot take away 11 in a row. But there's a huge but in there. I'm not going to blow smoke up that team's ass too much. Obvious reasons. But, hey, I got the Sportsnet app. Maybe that'll work too. Any whoosies. Puck drop's about 10 minutes away. Oof. Blue Jays kind of got their butts kicked last night, eh? Yikes. As well as congratulations to Alexander Ovechkin tying Wayne Gretzky's record last night. Again, I've got no ill will. I've got nothing negative to say about him. He scores goals. He's a pure goal scorer. That's honestly... That's honestly all I can say. Hey, how's it going, trucker? How you doing, man? Also, like I said, I have a grab bag from National Hockey Day. I went to my favorite store, Edmonton Coin and Stamps. I don't know if the camera will allow me to show it. No, of course not. Ooh. But yeah, that little thing that's invisible, it's a nice little grab bag. I'll be opening that up in the first intermission. Sorry, Mushu, did not know you were there. Again, I'm not expecting much from this game, guys. If you are here to think that I'm going to tell you the Oilers are going to come out and score 7 goals against the LA Kings, that's not me. You know that. I'm not going to blow smoke up your asses. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think the Oilers are in tough. Do I think the Oilers have a chance? Everybody's got a puncher's chance. Anybody can win on any given Sunday, as they say. Unfortunately, today's a Saturday, and the Kings are a really good hockey team. Idaho Falls. At least you're closer to home than normal. Right? Like that's one positive. You're closer to home than normal. It's not like you're in the middle of but-you-know-what, nowhere, and you're fighting for par, as people say. Now, I'm not going to show the song of the opening of Sportsnet because I get copyright for that, apparently. It is what it is, I guess, eh? Let's go here, and we'll go NHL.com. That's what you're feeling too, eh, Barber? That's what you're feeling too? I understand that. I get that. I feel you on that. Absolutely. So, Draisaitl gets tripped there. I don't know if you're watching on the Sportsnet feed. He gets blatantly tripped. Like, I mean, come on, ref. There's no call on that, but that's not where he gets hurt. He gets hurt because he stepped on a puck. Trent Friedrich, number 21 for the Edmonton Oilers. You want Vegas, Avs, Jets, Panthers? Damn, you want it tough on the Oilers, eh? Oh, you want to make them run the gauntlet. In other words, you want to make them earn the cup this year. I get you. I feel you. I can't be upset by that. Not at all. I cannot be upset by that at all. I know Draisaitl will play on the 9th against the Blues. We're giving Draisaitl the rest of the trip off, and he's going to play on the 9th. Other news, though, Evander Kane is going to stay in Bakersfield. He will join the Bakersfield Condors, as well as Rodrigue will stay in Bakersfield after this trip. I've been told he will get a start. So obviously he's going to get the start for the Anaheim game. They want to reward him. That's the goal. That's the plan anyways, to get him a start. You're not wrong, right? You're not wrong. And that's what I love about it. But you know what the haters are going to say? Well, you got an easier because this guy was hurt and this guy was hurt and yada, yada, yada. Shut up. Florida had an easy path last year. But I digress. I actually want to see if I can get a game on my Xbox here. What's funny is I have a bigger TV for my Xbox than I do for watching the hockey game. Go figure. No easy path in the playoffs, absolutely. But I do love what the Oilers are doing. I do love the fact that they can rest their star players knowing, hey, it's not needed to play these guys 82 games a year. McDavid will be back when we are back home. McDavid will also be back then. So the St. Louis game, McDavid, Draisaitl will be back. I've got no doubts in my mind about that. So yeah, it's I'll be right back because I will go get those hockey cards I got. I got a few really good ones. I'm going to change my camera for the first intermission to the widescreen camera so you guys can see everything I got in the grab bag and the hockey cards. So yeah. The Knights have been good, yeah. I think if Calgary beats... You know what would be really, really cool? If Calgary beats Vegas tonight, Colorado beats St. Louis, we got ourselves a really good race there. But yeah, St. Louis is going to have to go 500 or less the rest of the way.
Anthem this afternoon, accompanied by Kings organist Dieter Rule. Please welcome season ticket member Hannah Davies.
Hannah Davies!
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us land. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free, from far and wide. Oh, Canada, we stand under for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
God damn. First day of spring, absolutely.
United States National Anthem this afternoon. Please welcome 12-year-old award-winning soprano from San Diego, Eva Mather.
A 12-year-old award-winning soprano. Interesting.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting in archival through the night, that our flag was still there. Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave.
They always got to do that, eh? They always got to ruin the national anthems.
California, home of the Kings, and home
Just
to
sing it the way it's supposed to be sung.
Fourth consecutive playoff matchup between the Edmonton
Yes, I am that
Oilers
old
and
man
the
get off my
LA
lawn
Kings.
type of guy.
Three teams separated by 5 points in the Pacific Division. LA 2 points ahead of Edmonton. with
Let's
a
go,
tiebreaker. For a
Oilers!
fifth consecutive game will be Calvin Pickard, arguably his most important
Calvin
start of
Pickard.
the year. He's won 20 games this season, a
Excuse me.
career year, and the Oilers the only team in the National Hockey League with not one but 2 goalies at the 20-win plateau. This guy has been on a heater. Darcy Kemper has played 12
So wait. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some junk in it. Did you guys just hear what he just said?
Anywhere in the league since 19.
Did you guys hear what he just said?
His first game as an Edmonton Oiler.
The Edmonton Oilers are the only team in the NHL with not one, but 2 20-goal winners. But you're right. Our tandem sucks. Garbage.
Believing there's a place for all
I won't buy any more of that crap.
And our first whistle arrives.
The Oilers goaltending sucks. Yeah, well, what other goaltending has 2 20-goal winners? Nobody. Not a one.
Yeah, no surprise for Trent Frederick.
Trent Friedrich, big hit, started. Woo-hoo! Welcome to the club, big boy.
That's exactly
One hit for Friedrich.
Gets a big hit in, wants the field short shift. This is a defensive zone face-off, and Chris Nelson
All right.
makes a change.
Puck went out of play.
Hasn't played since
Face off in the
February
Oilers zone.
25th, and he said, "Coach, 6
Temper
hours
expectations,
is
Matthew.
a
Temper
little
expectations.
He'll
gotta
have
hit
to
it.
wait.
He's
I know your thoughts about
He does
Calgary,
have a hit.
but Vancouver shit the bed by losing to St. Louis. So
Here's Kuzmenko. You're not lobbying for hit of the game already, are you? Here's Joel Edmondson. He'll send it around the boards. And now Andrei Kopitar, once again having a solid season at age 37, has a chance to lead the club in scoring. For
That's not a
16
broken
years.
stick?
There's
Okay.
broke his stick. And but Colson will try
that
to
slash
take it out
didn't
of
break his stick or anything. No.
there. 8 free. Handled by Brand. Over to Edmondson. Brent Clark will give it up. Kempe fires a dart that's kicked back. Edmondson looking, dropping it off for Andrei Kuzmenko, who's really been a revelation up on this top line for LA. Makes a move, heads for the net, but his centering pass slides out of the reach of Kempe, held in by Edmondson, a rugged defenseman who's bounced around a bit. Here's Kopitar shoveling it back. Mikey Anderson. Here's Edmondson into the slot, broken.
Get
off
the puck out, boys.
by Zach Hyman, who tortured LA last year in the 5-game first-round series these two teams played. 4 games to 1 for the Oilers, and Hyman had 7 goals.
Well, that's going to be icing against LA.
Call against Los Angeles.
Take that. No, I'm just saying, guys, like, we always seem to shit on our goaltenders, but we're the only team that has 2 20 winners. 2 20 game winners. So what are we bad about? Well, what are we mad about? What are we upset about?
Possession, but the Kings do a nice job to move this around. And he just
Yeah, you're not the only one. I think the guy's a scumbag. He purposely hurt Draisaitl that year. Got away with it, too.
But good defending by Edmonton.
Shot tossed on net by Bouchard off the draw. Fought off by Kemper and then shoveled back down low by Jake Wallman. Jeff Skinner had a goal and an assist in the 3-2 win over San Jose for Edmonton on Thursday.
That's offside against the LA Kings. There's a lot of whistles to start this game. Holy Moses. Not a lot of back and forth action. Whoa, my God. Sorry, guys. Anaheim won. Vancouver, nothing. Minute and 21 seconds into the first period. Cherry gets the goal. Man, Vancouver, you had high hopes.
Clark went to the bench. I tell you, that's teamwork right there.
Never
He
mind.
didn't switch it up. He played it as a lefty.
No sense getting mad.
That would have been interesting. Here's that.
Life is good today, man. Hockey Day, National Hockey Card Day. Got some really good hockey cards. I bought myself a surprise bag that I'm going to show you guys in the first period. Man.
Back in 2022, he'll send it down low. That was the series.
And it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've already been super productive today.
Edmonton into 7 games. Oilers actually had to win a game 6 in this building to stay alive. And then Mike Smith and Connor McDavid took over in Game 7. Here's a puck lifted.
There you go. Face off in the offensive zone for the Oilers.
Kemper, whose second stint with LA has been almost as impressive, if not more so, than his first. He's really stabilized that LA net.
He has, and it's so important too. With this team, the way they play a
shut
defensive
up
system,
with
and they're
Darcy
really good
Kemper.
at clogging up the neutral zone. We know all about that, but it comes down to making the saves. And Darcy Kemper is
No, you're
second
not
stint
wrong,
with the
Barbershop.
Los
Not
Angeles
wrong at
Kings.
all.
He
And
has
that's the
been
frustrating part. Is
first
I had higher
with
hopes
the
for them.
Kings.
But remember, I did call it last season. I said, yeah, every one of your team hit high numbers. Quinn Hughes hit his highest total points he's ever hit. Pedersen hit his highest goals he ever hit. JT Miller hit his goal. Everybody was hitting marks. What happens when the whole team hits marks? The next year, the team isn't very good.
Over that 12-game stretch, but still,
That's why you want 1 or 2 guys a year to hit their milestone marks. That's way offside. Oof. We're not even 3 minutes into the game. We've already had 7 whistles. But what do I know? I'm just a guy that talks out my ass and doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Brown Accident Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters in injury law.
You know what? You're going to get playoff Kane back. I can't wait for night 1 of the playoffs. What do you know what happened to Frederick? Nothing.
Career highs in all categories, and he's right there again this season.
He's in the lineup.
More elevated role.
Kings are balanced. They don't score a ton, but they are balanced. They've got 3 guys within 2 goals of that.
He's playing today.
Plateau.
What happened to him earlier this year, he busted his leg. Or there's something wrong with his leg. I don't know exactly what. Obviously, Boston was very hum about it. But he missed a lot of hockey because of it. I'm glad to see he's playing for the Oilers tonight.
Here's Podkolzin with a steal in the neutral zone. Walks in.
Come on, Podge. You got to put that on net, though.
Arvidsson spent the last couple years in LA, of course. Kopitar gave it away. Arvidsson couldn't thread a shot through. Now Kempe will chip it back to Andrzej Kopitar. The LA captain, he took over the captaincy from Dustin Brown.
I'm double check, make sure he's okay and hasn't missed any.
Throw it around to Edmondson. And now an outlet pass on target for Kevin Fiala, who's 1 shy of another 30-goal campaign. Stepping in, but offside.
Offside again by LA.
He played 4 minutes, no score.
Well, here's some of Quinton Byfield's work this season and what we've seen him.
He's had 1 shift, 1 hit.
The last couple of years, big game in
I like that.
the season against Edmonton. That line was dominant. They didn't have an answer for it. And for Byfield, he's one of those players. This is the overtime winner.
I'm going to go check right now here.
Came back and tied it up and scored the overtime winner.
That kind of worries me that he only took that 1 shift.
Last couple of years started to build on that. It's been a force.
Here's Hyman taking a dart down the middle to the net, denied by Kemper. No penalty called.
No penalty called on the clear in facto hook. Interesting.
Kemper with an early save. Here's Corey Perry racing in, heading for the net. Tried to tuck it
Again,
in
guys hooking all over. No call, though, eh, ref?
Back to Perry. Got 25 goals. Of course, part of that interstate rivalry with LA and Anaheim for so many years. Byfield tried to move it into the middle. That was tugged back the other way by Hyman. And now Perry off his backhand will dump it in for Kemper to handle. The other game between these two teams played 2 weeks after the one we showed you, and Edmonton won it 1-0 on a shutout by Stuart Skinner, and Connor McDavid had the game's only goal. Well, neither are available to play today.
But I still think that mentality has to stay true for Edmonton. That's the type of game they want to play against the Los Angeles.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not liking the fact he's not on his normal line.
Game we saw a few nights ago in Las Vegas against the Vegas Golden Knights. Especially when you're depleted, you have to play to your system, and they've done that tremendously without a lot of players in the last 16 games.
Jeff Malott, a recent call-up for LA. Tried to
Are you kidding me, Louis? Oh, they've been depleted. Where? Where have they been depleted, Louis? They haven't been. The Oilers are a depleted lineup. Fuck, I hate Sportsnet so much.
National Hockey League game today. Flipped back the other way by Jordan Spence. Here's a stretch down.
Trent Friedrichs won't return. I don't know. Something happened when he hit that guy and he... I don't know. That's...
And here's Trevor Moore, who grew up in the LA area as a Kings fan.
I hope he comes back, but yeah, he's not on the bench right now.
And Moore engaged with...
Man, when it rains, it pours with the Oilers and injuries.
Kulak crowding him. Coming over to help Warren Fogle having a career year. A shot, a save made by Pickard, and then he stopped the rebound with his backside against Moore. Shoveled back the other way by Jones. Pickard got himself twisted around, and Moore was denied.
And of course, Sportsnet's not going to talk about it. They're not going to tell you what happened. Shots are 3-1 for LA.
Wasn't necessarily too happy about
13:41 left to go in the first period.
And gets a little bit of a shot.
Talk about a hook, like
there, and Kemper was there to meet him with the left pad. And then here's Deneau in front. The cross check from Emerson kind of puts Deneau into it, and then bang, he gets piled into it again. Kulak and Moore tumble into him, so he turned around and said, "Hey,
Northern, how's it going?"
This isn't bumper cars.
I'm very interested to see 2-1 on the ice.
Right elbow.
Oh, I see
Doesn't
Kulak.
matter how you stop it. I'm sure that's not a part of his body that gets tested all that time. Kopitar tried to flick it in front, but it's effective, and it's the kind of sequence that we've seen.
How you doing? I'm doing all right. I got myself a grab bag from my favorite store in West Edmonton Mall, Edmonton Coin and Stamps,
better winning percentage.
card collecting store.
Freddie Anderson and Connor Hellebuck.
Pretty excited to show you guys that in the first intermission.
Centering from Olsen and Arvidsson again today. Shoveling it in deep. Anderson quick up from Kopitar. The return pass from Kempe broken up, and Arvidsson will look to pounce on this giveaway. Anderson checks in. Nugent Hopkins guides it back to Bouchard. His shot swallowed up by Kuzmenko. He's drawn a lot of praise from Jim Hiller. Little give and go. Beautiful look. And
You're going to call that penalty, but you won't call the blatant one the other way. Fucking refs, man. Terrible. Terrible.
And now as Bouchard makes
Oilers are getting a penalty, guys.
Going down a man for hooking.
You're going to call that a hooking call, but you'll let the other stuff go, right? That makes perfect sense.
Singled out by Jim Hiller for his play away from the puck. This little give and go, the return to Kempe.
Where's the hook? He got his stick. Yeah.
I got into filmmaking because I love movies, but now I have this fear that my job.
Molson Canadian Chine. You know what's funny? I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. You know what's funny about this whole Go Canadian? Why weren't we doing that to begin with? Like, I've been buying Canadian my entire life. Plausible deniability. No, honestly, if I could buy Canadian, I'll buy Canadian. Like, if I'll buy a Canadian product, I'll buy a Canadian product over American. Now, all of a sudden, we're buy Canadian, because an orange man pissed us off. Also, for all you Oiler fans that are still pissed off at Wayne Gretzky, grow the fuck up. Like, I hope Ovi breaks his record. I can't wait for Ovi to break his record so we don't have to have that attached to our team anymore. That's the stupidest freaking thing I've heard all week. Oh, he's back on the bench. Trent Friedrich's back on the bench, guys. We're good to go. They're going to show us what happened. He's holding his hand.
Him on the ice skating around trying to find some balance, but here it is right here. Steps up, and here's the thing. You can skate all you want, but until you get into a game and start to do things like that, you don't know how the body's going to react to it. And he obviously does not like the feel of something and still continuing to talk the TD4. So not a good sign. We'll keep an eye on it to see if he stays on the bench.
No substitute for game competition.
Right? No, I agree with you, right? Like, certain brands, obviously, you got to buy American.
And they've only scored a goal in 6 of their last 17 games.
But if you can buy the cheaper Canadian,
who picks up a stick late
why not do it?
and challenges Drew Doughty cross ice and swing and a miss by Fiala, and that will be.
Oh, that's okay. Puck goes down the ice.
Will change along with
You know what? I'm a frugal shopper. I buy whatever's the cheapest. I don't care what country it comes from. It could come from Kazakhstan, and I will buy it if it's something I need in my house and it's cheap.
Game free, and Brown wastes no time in clearing past Kopitar and Doughty.
You're not wrong, eh? You're not wrong, Barbershop.
17th year.
But he still represents the Oilers and very much has a lot of influence on Oilers hockey.
Been good since his return. Quickly finding Fiala in the corner, then back to Doughty. Fiala, one-timer ripped by Kempe.
Big save there by Calvin Pickard. How mad would people be if they found out he was a silent donor for the Edmonton Oilers with Daryl Cates?
47 games and then jump into the Four Nations, the highest level of hockey that we've seen in a long, long time.
I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying, how mad would you guys be if you found out that he was a silent donor part of the Edmonton Oilers community group? Entertainment.
He's not ancient, but he's also not 25 years old anymore.
He's seen some things.
Here's by
I know a lot of you that would be upset by it.
Up by Warren Fogle. Tried to twist it in tight.
Hopefully nobody here, but
back to Fogle. Little spin move behind. Well defended, has to kick it out. Brent Clark a shot, save, Pickard a back.
huge cave by Calvin Pickard. Penalty kill over. Mark that down. Write a little note to remind yourself in case you didn't know. Calvin Pickard.
That will chase LA back, and Edmonton has killed it off. So the Oilers, 21st in the league on the PK at 77%, come up with one early. There's a centering pass squatted out of midair by Evan Bouchard.
Doesn't matter if you kill it if you let in a next goal 30 seconds later.
Fourth line center for LA, puts it down low. Long-time King
So far, so good. Shots are 6-1 LA. 10 minutes left to go in the first period. Oh, that was a knuckle puck by Arvidsson that almost found its way. Yeah, you're not wrong, right, Barbershop? Like I said, I've switched who I voted for. Many a times. I don't have an allegiance to anybody. What I have an allegiance to is what can you do for me and what will help me pay less. 21. Who was the last Oiler player to wear 21?
Here's LaFerriere. Lead pass. You've got Fiala trying to.
Good play there by Darnell Nurse.
Anderson stepped up, held the puck in the zone. We played 10.5 minutes, no score. Jeff Skinner on the.
Jeff Skinner gives it to Adam Henry, gives it back to Jeff Skinner.
Around at the blue line, could not hold it in. Tossed back in by Stetcher.
You know what bothers me about all these stupid comparisons? What line does Arvidsson usually play on? Third line? Sometimes he gets second line minutes. Never on the power play until recently without McDavid and Draisaitl. You know, Andrew Ferentz wore 21, did he not? Oh, come on, ref. That guy tried to punch him and hit him in the face. Ooh, that's tough.
Here's Moore gaining the line and then firing it into open space.
But
Olsen will get it back from Bouchard.
yes, Connor McDavid is coming back. St. Louis game at home against St. Louis. Connor McDavid will be in the lineup. Mark my words. So will Draisaitl.
Spence to Gavrikov. He'll fire it in.
Stuart Skinner will probably be backing up
Know where it is. Moore will
Calvin Pickard that game.
tried to put it into the slot for Philip Deneau.
In case you guys don't know, McDavid has been practicing in a non-contact jersey. Until yesterday, he was practicing in a full contact jersey, but he's still a few weeks away. Or a week away, I guess you can say.
Yeah, a lot of traffic in front of Calvin Pickard. You can see the Los Angeles Kings when they get that puck back at the blue line. Everybody fun.
I am so looking forward to having him back in the lineup.
Janmark does the same. Kemper's able to squeeze it, and we've got 7.5 to go in the first.
7.5 minutes to go in the first period. More like 7. We're 7 games away. Let me double check my statmatics over here. No, absolutely, yeah. April 16th is the Oilers' last game. Jesus, I haven't checked this since October. Good Lord, do I suck. October 2023. Oh my Lord, Matthew. What are you doing, son? I haven't been on my Xbox for my internet for so long. So long, bitch, you did me so wrong. I don't want to go on. So including today, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games left, including today. Yeah, I'm with you, Barbershop. I am with you there. I agree. Maybe that might be the plan. Keep them on there. Best friends cut. That's awesome. I mean, all respect to Andrew Ferentz, but he shouldn't have been the captain for the Oilers. But that's just Dallas Aikens being Dallas Aikens. Any whoosies? Yep, Draisaitl got hurt, stepped on a puck, and went for a ride. This morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, Connor McDavid's on the ice practicing, like I said. He's doing turns. Wow. Look at that guy's footwork. I'm sorry, but good God almighty. Tambellini was something else.
Yeah, massive.
Dallas Aikens is the coach.
Off the draw, wrist shot, and that was blocked by Kemper. The rebound comes free to Fiala, and now Drew Doughty is a little bit shaken up.
That was Frederick that gave him a little bit of a cross check.
Frederick's back on the ice, and he cross-checks Doughty in the stomach. And he goes after another hit. Let's go, Trent. I'm sorry, guys. We needed this in the lineup. I can't wait for Trent Frederick, Evander Kane, Draisaitl second line, playoffs. Hyman's got to go through 3 Kings to get to the freaking.
Kemper had it sealed off. Edmondson drops his man, and now it comes free. A lot of time up top. Here's Emerson, a shot, and that was blocked by Edmondson. A rebound, drag, trying to fire it was Hyman, taken away by LaFerriere, and wedged free from Kulak.
Reverend Lovejoy. I love it. Oh, thank you, Joe. That's awesome. Oh, salutations, Bunny. How's it going? Also, guys, I got a little grab bag surprise for you guys. First intermission. I did a thing today. Oh, Podkolzin got that in the wrist. He couldn't even move. Oh, that
Another
sucks.
thing to keep an eye on. Here's Kuzmenko driving hard in front of the net. Taking a whack at it, but had his stick lifted by Arvidsson, who gave it right back. Continues to fight with Kuzmenko. Kopitar will shovel it back down low. Kuzmenko, his first year in the league, is 39 goals. A shot by Gavrikov. And
6 minutes left to go in the first period.
Another
Nothing so far. Kings are 0 for 1 on the power play.
And Picolson apparently
Oilers are being outshot right now. Outshot don't matter. Oh, there's a lot of interference and a hold. No call though, right, ref? Maybe if Hopkins falls over there, he gets a penalty. I mean, we're not divers in Edmonton.
Trying to catch LA in a change. Bouchard will fire it around the boards. Corey Perry pours onto the ice. Quickly sent back in the corner by Wallman, and now
Cadden has speed. That's a shocker.
Check from Darcy Kemper there bothered him. He had to give it back to Perry, and Max Jones operating down low against Hellenius, who seals him off, and it's Trevor Lewis.
That's a whole lot of interference again. Max Jones back and oh, come on, ref!
Along with Doughty, the last.
You're calling that accidental contact? The guy is on center ice, no puck around, gets body checked. Fuck you, ref. I'm sorry, guys, but Corey Perry's just standing there, gets fucking train wrecked. Ref, accidental contact. Accidental contact, so then one what? If that's accidental contact, why did one guy fall over and one guy didn't? That's a fucking joke. The bullshit call that you called and you're letting that go? Alright, ref. Be that way. I don't think it's the wrong time of the year, considering they're just minor injuries. I am not upset by the injuries they have and how they've occurred. They're not long-term and they're not severe. Like a friend of mine said. A friend of mine told me the other day, if these injuries, if the Oilers were battling for a playoff spot, honestly, if the Oilers were battling for a playoff spot right now, Draisaitl would be in the lineup, McDavid would be in the lineup, Ekholm would be in the lineup. We'd have all our guys in the lineup. But because we are secured in a playoff spot with no doubt of losing it, rest them. It's a dangerous game to play, but you play the game. You rest. Like they said, it's a dangerous game because now you don't have home ice advantage, right? Now you've kind of taken home ice advantage away from yourself. So it's a dangerous game that the Oilers are playing, for sure. But like I said, if it works out and we win a cup, hey, beautifully well played. A round of applause. But if you're out in the first or second round, heads may roll. Roll heads. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I got the NHL Network. Trent Friedrich just bodying Drew Doughty there. Love it. You're not wrong, Barbershop. Not wrong at all. Love it. They finally learned a thing or two. Another block shot by an Oiler, though. Also, Dal, I hope I answered your question about the young Swedish kid. Well, he's not young. The young Czech Republic kid. The 29-year-old. I hope I answered your question. You weren't the only one to ask me that. Honestly, you're not the only one to question my sanity on that kid. I guess optimistic. I'm very optimistic that he's going to produce at a very high level for the Oilers next year. Like I said, the eye test. We're 4 points. We're 4 points away from clinching or a Calgary Flame loss. That was played with a very high stick. No call, I guess. If Calgary loses tonight, we've clinched the playoffs. That's awesome. What do you mean, no? Dude, that was clearly offside.
Tried to go inside for Deneau. Fogle, little spin move. Moore challenging Yanmark. He'll drive to the net.
Come on, boys, move your feet.
Deneau, save Pickard. Rebound cleared by Connor Brown. Skinner off to Yanmark.
Holy, Fogle just completely interfering with Connor Brown. Haha, Fogle, you dipshit.
Interior pass guided on net. Kemper, did he hold it long enough? He did.
Friedrich getting into it. Let's go, boys. Where's the help? Where's the help? Oh, yeah. You got to take 2 guys. You got to take 2 guys to hold back the rest of the team. The rest of the team were on a line change. Let's go. I'm loving this Friedrich guy, guys. So, yes, honestly, to answer your question, I'm very excited to see what this Czech player does. Tomasek does next season. He's guaranteed a spot on the roster. He has a one-way $1.2 million contract. He would have been in the NHL a lot sooner had he not broken his ankle 2 years ago. Woo. Yeah, he did. He don't give no fucks. No fucks to give. 3.5 left to go in the first period. Shots are 8-6 LA, who've had the only power play. Did skadoosh on it. Nothing is the score. Bam, 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 bam. Well, the Oilers are only 3 points behind Vegas for first as well. Why don't we talk about, hey, if we win this game, we're 3 points behind Vegas. Just shut up. Yeah. Well, that's okay. I'm good. Life is okay. Again, it's a Saturday. It's freaking warm here in Edmonton, apparently.
They feel comfortable, so that home ice becomes that much more important. 14-1-3 in the last 18 games.
14-1-3 in the last 18 games. Well, let's make it 14-2-3.
Off the draw, Brent Clark, and they led in that game. Clark steps up, shoots, and that was blocked.
That's a block shot. That's...
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers.
That'd be crazy stupid. And that... Nobody's saying that. I don't know what... What are you guys smoking in Toronto? What is Toronto fans thinking? Like they're just going to get Connor McDavid for free? Man, I know you guys are losing Mitch Marner this offseason. But good Lord. That's ridiculous. Connor McDavid's going to Toronto, guys. He's going to come home. He's going to be John. Here comes a 2-on-1 breakaway. Hopkins, Arvidsson, hook and a half, no call. Wow. What does LA got to do to get a call in this league?
After Edmonton had a couple of good chances off that sequence. Still no score, 3 minutes to go in the first period.
Like, honestly, man, I don't know why you want to start that. Like,
the other way by Spence. First on it, Darnell Nurse.
There's nobody.
In this building.
Let me preface this. Let me.
Second Stanley Cup. And that's inadvertently flipped out of play.
Good break here for this line, and Nugent Hopkins.
Let me preface this, Bunny. Let me preface this. Let me preface this. I don't know what your hate is on the greatest player alive right now, but dude, you're soft as fucking baby shit if you think that Connor McDavid is going to not be an Oiler next year for the next 8 years, 10 years. That's all we're saying, man. That's all we're saying. We're just saying, like, you've obviously got something wrong in your head. Your cornbread isn't cooked in the middle. Your elevator doesn't go to the top shelf. 2 minutes left to go in the first period. Ovi is not better than McDavid. Ovi is a goal scorer, point blank, period. He's not a better playmaker. He's not a better assist guy. He's not even a better two-way forward. All Ovi has is power play and empty net goals. If you think Ovi is a better player than 95% of the league, you do not know hockey. I will say Ovi is one of the best pure snipers in the league, bar none. Absolutely. Oh yeah, no, he's always talked crazy. That's why we did. He's our resident Who's that crazy uncle on every TV show? There's always that one TV show that has the crazy relative. That's our Munchie. He's got a few screws loose, but we love him. 1 minute left to go in the first period. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Shots are 9-8 LA. Well, there's a two-hand slash and the hands, no call, right, ref? I think that Toronto water got in his head. The Doug Ford Ontario water experiment got into a lot of people's heads. 47 seconds left. Oh, that would have been a goal.
By Darcy Kemper against Frederick, who has 8 goals this year, and once again gets into a play.
Like, dude,
this time with Fiala.
I don't understand what you're saying, man. Like, I'm trying to be on your side, Munchie. I'm trying to get you not in trouble with everybody. But what is your issue with McDavid? Like, do we need to go through all the accolades? Like, right? Friedrich, man. Trent Friedrich. I told everybody this kid's going to be a deal maker. This kid's going to be a difference maker. No, he's not. Oilers made a bad trade. Typical Oilers, bad trade.
Got to make your space.
Darcy Kemper, the Red Deer
Uncle Buck, right, Renegade? Yeah. He's that crazy uncle you just kind of love. Every TV series had that uncle. That's a hand pass that got missed by the ref. That's a cross-check and a half not called. How do you not call that, though? You're staring right at the play. Oh! Sorry, Arvids comes from the red line and just tattoos that kid. If it wasn't for the ref standing there, that kid would have been knocked in the middle of next week. Oh, this Oiler team, it's a different breed. Oh. Sorry guys, I got excited for that. And that's it for the first period. Nothing, Oilers. You know what's funny about that? Hall, Gretzky, and Pronger, I don't think Pronger was there yet. Hall and Gretzky played on a line in St. Louis. I guess you might be too young to remember that. But yeah, back in the day, Wayne Gretzky and Brett Hall were teammates in St. Louis. Grant Fuhrer was the goalie. They lost to the Detroit Red Wings in round 2 or 3 that year. Anywho's, guys. How's it going? My name's Matt for OilersFanReaction. Like I said, we're going to get into the whole intermission stuff. But I got a grab bag. And I thought, hey, I'd share it with y'alls. I haven't opened it. I haven't peeked in it. I haven't seen anything. I know you're older than me, but I just think it's funny. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I got a Columbus Blue Jacket. Columbus Blue Jacket Boulevard. That's cool. If you guys know any Columbus Blue Jacket fans, I will be willing to give that away. I'm not a Blue Jacket fan, obviously. Actually, I am a closet Blue Jacket fan. That's a lie. Ooh. Lots of stuff in here. Okay, I'm burning a lot of this stuff. Oh my lord. Diane, you're going to hate me? Item number 2. Dallas Cowboys. Drumsticks. Wow. If you guys don't know, I'm a drummer. Wow. That is pretty fucking cool. Like, legitimately, that's pretty cool. I'm also a Cowboy fan. My dad's very much a Cowboy fan. Oh, let's see what else we got in here. Vancouver Canuck wall for your light switch. I mean, they're never on, so you might as well use them. Lubo, that's a present for you, buddy. It's going to be sent in the mail. What else we got in here? Florida Panther air freshener. Toss that crap out. A Columbus Blue Jacket koozie. That's pretty cool. A lot of Columbus Blue Jacket stuff. Collector's cards from the QJMHHL from 1990-91. That is pretty spiffy. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff in here. If there is a Blues Things, I will definitely send it to you. 1993 baseball cards from Leaf. 1991 Pro Set of NFL cards. There's still a really big box in here too. There's a white box that's not opened yet. I kind of want to see what that is. Calgary Flame koozie, that's burning. What the frick? Oh my Lanta. '88-89 team calendar for the Washington Capitals. Scott Stevens played for the Washington Capitals? Guys. That's pretty cool. Capitals hockey fans, this bud's for you. That's 1990 NFL card. Yeah. Who wants a Flames t-shirt? And the last thing in the bag are Flames Mardi Gras breeds. So there's 3 things automatically going to the garbage or donated to Goodwill. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I also got a Vancouver Canuck jar. Just a jar. Another thing sending to the States for Lubo. What is in here? I'm very interested. It's not ticking. Ooh. Waterproof insulated cover. Another Vancouver Canuck item. Didn't get very many. Didn't get any Oilers stuff, but that's okay. Hey, 30. That's not bad. A lot of stuff for $30. That's pretty cool. Comes with a hand warmer and everything. 12-ounce capacity. New cup for you. Sure, come. Yeah, you want it. No blue stuff. No, unfortunately. A lot of Vancouver. A few Calgary stuff. Jeez. I mean, hey. I'm not upset by it. Anyways, let's get back to the rest of the fine action of the intermission. Now, around the NHL, there was a lot of games today. What's good, Edmund? You just missed me opening a grab bag, man. I'm very happy with that bag that I just got. So, out-of-town scoreboard. The New Jersey Devils beat the Rangers 4-0. The Ottawa Senators beat the Florida Panthers 3-0. Oy, oy, oy. I'm going to say 2 minutes left to go in the second period. Stars 2, Penguins 1. No, I bought this. We have a store at West Edmonton Mall that do grab bags with up to $100 value for $30. Man, it's definitely worth it. Canucks are up 5-1 on the Ducks after one. After 1-0 is the Oilers Kings Shots are 9-9 each. Kings are 0 for 1 on the power play. Oilers have not had one yet. Trent Friedrich. Do you want me to tell you about Trent Friedrich? I will tell you about Trent Friedrich. It honestly depends. I can wear anywhere between a medium and an extra large. So probably a large. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to be getting that again. I'm going to make that a monthly purchase. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. I'm actually going to see what's inside this QMJHL pack. Remember, from 1990-91, do you guys know any players that played in the QMJHL that year? Oh, man. Yes, guys, remember, Northern Farm Girl has a channel herself. Go support her. Good people she is. I don't want to wreck any cards. Ooh, there's a lot of cards in here. So, what happened to the days when we got like 10 packs of 10 cards a pack? Now we get like 3 or 4. Martin Roy. Martin LePage. The checklist. Marquis Mathieu. Claude Charles Savoy. Another checklist. Eric Cardinal. Shane Dorian. Another checklist. And Patrick Ginklist. Huh. Some of these teams don't even exist anymore. Hall Olympic. Dewport. Hartfangs. Man, that team doesn't exist anymore. Wow. That's cool. I could absolutely have giveaways, and that's actually exactly the plan is. That is exactly the plan. Let's see what the official 1990 NFL card had to say. You guys are all awesome. My name is Matt for OilersFanReaction, by the way. Thanks for being here. No, just here that I know of for now. Ooh. Wow, that's Jerry Rice 1990 Pro Bowl. Warren Moon from the Houston Oilers. Greg Bell, the Raiders. Wow. Reggie Cobb. Chuck Howley, Super Bowl MVP. And I got a Santa Claus head coach. Nice. Apparently you could win a trip to the Pro Bowl and NFL memorabilia. Just go and send in this card. So, I could. Oh, I really hope this shows up. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back to my big camera for a second here. This is actually pretty cool. It's worth it, guys. This is cool. So, in the NFL pack, I got the win with, and then scratch and see if you win instantly, or you can collect points for a trip to the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. I remember when the Pro Bowl was. I remember when the Pro Bowl was always in Hawaii. My grandparents would take trips. That would be their yearly trip, the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. Let's see. 1 point. And please try again. That's still pretty cool. I'm going to keep that in my collection. So, Santa Claus head coach. That's pretty damn cool. says everything you need to know about Santa Claus. Yes, I will pin her page in the comments. Just give me 5 seconds. Got to figure that out. Man, what a grab pack. Like, oh, it's a calendar. Dale Hunter is in the middle of the calendar. That's pretty damn cool. April 1989. Saturday in New Jersey. They had 2 games back-to-back against New Jersey to end the year, April 1st and April 2nd. So the regular season started in October and went to April. Wow. That's pretty dang cool. Hartford Whalers. Jesus. The original Jets. Wow. Quebec Nordiques are in this calendar. Definitely a keeper, guys. That's pretty damn cool. I'm going to do that right now. Do. As soon as I find your channel, I will A to Z, and N is in the middle of them all. Here you go, Northern. I hope you don't mind me doing this. I love you. Don't get mad at me. That didn't work. That's just shenanigans. That is not what I wanted at all. That just will not do. Bare necessities, the Mother Nature's rest at ease. Trying to share your channel, Northern, and the dang bloody thing is just not going to let me. So I'm going to do it this way. For all you guys that want Northern Farm Girls information, that should work for you. We're going to pin that message. There you guys go. That's Northern Farm Girls information. Go support her. Technology and me do not agree 95% of the time. I'm surprised I can figure this shit out. But that football, that's a pretty damn cool thing. They have changed the way cards are made, man. So again, anybody know Flames fans? That's a free giveaway. Ooh, I get an... Oh. Hey guys, I got another one. Let's see if I get a win again. In order to enter, you have to fill out ballot information and send it to... You got to send your information, name and address to Proset Gazette, 1725 Dallas Parkway, Dallas, Texas. Patrons must be redeemed by June 30th, 1993. We are way past that expiry date. Nice, I got 2 points, so now I got 3 points total. Try again. I mean, what would the chances be if you win? That would be nuts. You just... that's cool. So in this pack, we got David Fletcher. Clay Matthews, linebacker for the Cleveland Browns. Good Lord. Super Bowl... Wow. Super Bowl 25. You know what? You're not wrong. I probably could sell the shit. Someone will buy it. Norwood misses the field goal. Like, that's a really cool action card. New York Giant card. Norwood misses the field goal. Buffalo Bills. Bills score that field goal. They win the Super Bowl. Man, that's tough. Oh, sweet. Wonder how much that card's worth. Dan Marino. And we are underway in the second period. Let me unmute the TV and go back to live. That was fun. Let's do that again.
Frustrate the Edmonton Oilers if the puck's not going in the net. Special
You get to see an owl.
in the last 3 seasons in the playoffs. I believe it'll be a big factor if they meet again this time.
Kuzmenko to Edmondson. He'll send it down low. This is the first of 2 meetings in 9 days. Is it any more important for LA to beat Edmonton cleanly before the playoffs, considering the Oilers have the superior track record?
I think much like the
Joe Montana card?
You know, as far as what they're going to do in the postseason.
Oh my gosh. I think
Los Angeles is going to do after the regular season.
I'm going to have Diane do some digging. 100%.
They're looking for after, and here's another example of Frederick trying to finish with check, stumbles a little bit afterwards. You know, listen, he's dealing with that lower body injury, ankle, foot.
What do they call themselves? Edmonton Coin and Stamp. Do you know where the shooting range is? Lower level shooting range. Past the water park. So if you're going towards where the old HMV used to be. Indigo. It's in that corner right there. Can't miss it. Or Lego store. Save made by Calvin Picard. Oh, Picard. You are our star. Nothing in the second period. So if you know where the Lego store is in West Edmonton Mall, it's right behind the Lego store. Let's open the last card pack from the baseball series. Man, that's awesome. I can multitask. I love it. There you go, boys.
3 of their first round series 2 years ago. That put the Kings up 2-1. They then went up 3-0 in Game 4 on home ice. Couldn't hold the lead, lost in 6.
After this game, I'm going to have to... Laces out! Dan! I love Ace Ventura. So, there's a scene in Ace Ventura that's on the VHS DVD that is not on Netflix.
But they still know they're dangerous. And that was the message before the game from Jim Hiller to his team. Listen, we have to play this the way we would play if they were full and just continue to look for wins.
Steal by Mikey Anderson, Ferrier, and then a near turnover by Kulak as that rattled around.
Yvonne Rodriguez Rangers card.
And Edmonton pinned in its own end for now. Kulak to Wallman. Carefully guided up to Yanmark and he'll crisscross with Skinner and
a little bit of crisscross applesauce.
Round through it around the boards. That's going to be picked up by Malott.
Thank you, Diane, for doing that.
Up to Trevor Lewis.
Yeah, we're
Malott heading for the net. Cuts to his left and scores.
Of course, you don't call a penalty, you get scored on. Holy fuck, ref.
Talked about his first fight in the National Hockey League. He fought against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Brandon Carlo, 6'5", and they went toe-to-toe for a long time. This is a huge first goal in the NHL. I mean, just pick up a puck along the wall. It's a double team on Bouchard. Good forecheck by Hellenius first to get in there, disrupt the plan. He just grabbed this puck, Marat, and took it to the net. And as he's going down, he's able to finish off the forehand, jumping over Corey Perry, and on the fly.
Butterfly effect, people. Butterfly effect. You don't call a penalty that you should fucking call.
Side challenge, potentially.
Oilers are challenging for offside. I hope it fucking is too. Fuck this Kings team.
Through 5 years in the American Hockey League, the last 4 of which an amazing level of consistency.
I'm sorry, guys, but like, if you're not gonna call a penalty, what are you gonna do as a referee? Just go out and get cardio for 3 hours?
Quality eyewear and eye care should be affordable for all. Should've gone
Plays under review.
I don't care who you're cheering for in this game. You never want to see a first goal like that taken off the table.
Shut up, Louis. We know you're cheering for the LA Kings.
If it wasn't for the injury of Tanner Jeannot, when you think about it, he's worked his tail off to get an opportunity. He's put up great numbers.
Louis, you're embarrassing.
Scoring goals, as we talked about that.
We call them queens here in Edmonton, my friend. There's no king about it.
Best of the season, best we've seen in years.
Wonder why we're not getting any reviews. Show us a review. Stop talking and show us an instant replay.
Unless they've seen something, and you're going to see right there is Hellenius.
That's way offside.
It's the chip into the zone. Oh, where's the puck? The puck was along the far boards there. Is Hellenius number 79 is the player they're taking a look at here, whether or not he crossed for.
We get one review, that's it?
Here's Trevor Hansen.
No goal! Fuck you, good night. Woo-hoo! No goal for you, kid.
Samuel Hellenius obviously doesn't feel too good about it either. Just trying to be aggressive into the zone, and you're going to see he crosses just before.
Oh, no goal for you, kid. Tell your teammates to stay on side. And there's a hook. Like, are you kidding me? Not only did you miss the trip, but you missed that hook as well?
Taken off the board for the offside.
Get bent.
5 for 7 on challenges this season, and of course, I instantly think back, and I don't know.
Get bent, man. Like, good lord. League, wake up.
A goal taken back, and he never ended up scoring in the National Hockey League. I'm not saying that's.
Oh, Muffin. Kings fans upset. Good. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't know why you hate the Oilers so much, man. Don't hate the Oilers. I'm in a mood today. I apologize. Sorry, guys, I had to cough and sneeze. Mute myself a little bit. Don't give up this one, no. Oh, come on, Oilers. Don't give it up. You just... Blocked by Woolman. That's where Nurse needs to step up there on Kuzmenko. He's a young kid. If you step up on him and you body him,
will play it off the boards back to the red line. Wedged back in by Anderson, albeit momentarily. Quickly advanced through a pass by Arvidsson.
Arvidsson hits that slap shot, but you got to hit the net. You're going to take that shot. Oh, that's why you've got money against the Oilers tonight? Oh, don't do that. Okay, I understand. I'm not mad at you. Why would you bet against the Leafs, though? Like, that's not very fair. Wow. That's crazy. They had promotion nights back then. I'm just looking at this Washington Capitals calendar. Every home game had a promotion night almost.
No space out there.
And not much surprise. Again, the Kings, the second best defensive club in the league.
Wow.
Arvidsson ahead to Podkolzin. Jumping up as Kulak. Eugene Hopkins won't get
I want these prices.
Reeled him in.
Well, another call not made. I cheer for money. I get that. I get that. I can't hate on that. You got to make money. You got to spend money to make money.
Both teams have won 3 in a row.
I feel you. Wow, another non-call hook. These refs are really missing a lot, eh?
Kulak and carried the other way by Connor Brown. Back is Anderson. Edmondson sends one tumbling back towards center. Batted down. Byfield. Change of pace to the net. Uses the net as a screen against Nurse.
That was a bad bet to make. Who bets that way? Blackhawks aren't winning anything. They want that first overall pick. They need help for Bedard in a bad way.
Fiala to the point. And Brent Clark swings it down low. Fiala.
Huh? You just have 140 grand just lying around? I mean, you win a milli, but hey.
Raked out of there by Yanmar. Clark pitchforks it up on the glass. That stayed within the playing surface. Now we've got a penalty, and we have Fiala, baby, with a chop on Stetcher.
Power play coming up for the Oilers. About time they called something. You let a lot go.
And I believe we have our first power play of the afternoon upcoming for Edmonton. Picker.
Sorry, guys.
Keeping it 0-0.
Callum Pickard's definitely keeping it 0-0. So yeah, do you want to know how much ticket prices were in Washington in 1989? This makes me really sick. Wow. Wow. Junior Capitals Club. Kids 16 and under. $4 per person for an entire year. $4 for the entire year. You can go to 6 games, meet the players, collect player cards, and so much more. 1988-89 Capitals ticket price. Lower bowl, $21. So right by the glass, $21. Medium section, $19. Nosebleeds, $11. $11 to sit up in the nosebleeds. That's... wow. $21 to sit in the... You were very close, Del, yeah. $21 to sit in the lower bowl. What are lower bowl tickets now? Like 100? 200? That's insane. That is insane. That's crazy to me, man.
6:30 Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific on Sportsnet 1. Quinton Byfield in the box, 2 minutes for slashing there on Troy Stetcher. A strong shift, big hit on Fiala.
That's a pretty cool poster.
You have to wait for it to come down, and a couple whacks in the hands there from
Larry Murphy with the Washington Capitals, number 8.
And this power play brought to you by the new Play Alberta app. Play casino,
Bob Gold,
lottery, all in one
Kevin
place.
Hatcher.
Power play, converting 1 out of 2 in the win over San Jose on Thursday. It's third
Season seats starting now for $3,000 a year. Holy smokes.
Penalty kill, top 10 in the league virtually all year. 7th right now at just a shade under 82%. Kopitar able to force that puck up ice. So Arvidsson has scored.
Pete Peters was the goalie for the Washington Capitals back then. That's insane.
Eugene Hopkins, Jeff Skinner, and Zach Hyman round out the quintet with no Draisaitl, no McDavid. Draisaitl, of course, the league leader with 16 on the power play. Arvidsson center pass broken up by Kempe, who came down low, seeing Hyman untouched.
I got a feeling the Oilers might score on this. Yeah, they weren't very good at all. You're right. They weren't very good, but still. And they sold season seats by the bundle.
chance for Hyman.
Nugent Hopkins. Right side forward.
Ouchies, man.
Skinner. Showing shot that took his eye off the return.
So you get 4 season seats for $3,000. So $1,000, less than that, like $750 per seat. That's not bad, man. Man, that's not bad at all.
Nugent Hopkins. Weaving his way through the
And I'm sure you get loyalty if you're still a season ticket holder today with those seats.
Bouchard around the boards. Picked up by Arvidsson. Tried to leave it for Nugent.
Nothing. 11-11 on the shots. Edmonton has a power play for 30 seconds. 12 and a half left to go in the second period. This game's going by fast, I think. A lot of slashing going on, though. I'll go take that upstairs when that's all said and done. So yeah, I'll have Diane get a hold of Lubo and tell him he's got some stuff coming his way. I mean, more stuff coming his way. No goal scored on that power play.
Dowdy up the middle for Fogle, and now back at even strength, it's Byfield. Checked off the puck by Nurse. Henry beat to it by Dowdy.
If you tell me the Oilers and the Kings to be tied 0-0 halfway through the second period, I'd be happy with that.
Edmondson quick up to Fogle, and then he turned it over to Kaplan.
Oh, yeah.
Casberry Kaplan
Ouch.
hasn't scored since January the 23rd. Corner and out of play by Kemper.
Getting what you want isn't out of reach. Experience true flexibility with customizable designs by
That is an interesting thing.
official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Edmonton not to be able to make those 2 quick plays you have to make. This was a good sequence here. Nice little
That's awesome. The last playoff game I went to, I can't even remember.
I mean, if he's hesitant to get back down to the net, that's a great chance for Hyman. Good defense.
I'm going to definitely not look at that anymore. Good haul. Good haul.
Mark against Kopitar. Going by Frederick and Connor Brown. Seen Trent Finch. Frederick laboring. I mean, he was determined to play. He was lobbying before today, but clearly feeling the sting at times.
Let him get his feet under him. Jesus, Jack.
In the neutral zone, give way to Kulak.
I know in the 06 Cup run, I went to a few.
For the balls to Bruins. Whipped up the right hand side, cut off by Janmark off the turnover. A shot denied by Kemper.
Oh!
By Janmark. Here's Kevin Fiala motoring down the right hand side. LaFerriere, wrist shot and a save, rebound, score. Point blank.
That's 1-0.
30 for Kevin Fiala.
Yeah, it's a good thing I'm muted. I'm mad at that. I'm mad at that situation.
Very disruptive. Kuzmenko
You guys didn't want to hear what I was saying. Janmark, you bum.
Kuzmenko in tight. Lewis. Fighting this time. One-timer from the point taken by Edmondson.
Janmark was protecting the space behind the net that didn't need to be protected.
He'll look to shrug it off and maintain.
Honestly, what the fuck is Janmark doing there? That's so frustrating, Janmark. Like, usually you're reliable. Not there. I was going to say, if you're creating accounts and subscribing to people, subscribe to us. Create a bunch of them and subscribe to us. I joke, I don't want to have it that way. Okay, enjoy nap time times 2. Yeah, like, honestly, I'm not worried about this game. If you thought that the Oilers stood a chance, you'd be one of few. I thought it would be a good game. I didn't think the Oilers were going to win this game, but I didn't think they were going to play this well. Maybe this should scare the Kings a lot, that we are playing without a lot of top guys and still kind of holding our own. Hit the like button. Push the spaz button. Lots of games going on today. Holy. Stars are trying to cling to that. Pittsburgh tied the game. Stars just scored to make it 3-2 for the Stars. Canucks up 5-2. Shutouts in the first 2 games of the day. Will this game be over in time for me to run upstairs and watch the Blues and Colorado game? Oh, for sure. Can definitely do that, man. Absolutely, the Oilers should be resting players. What was the biggest problem for the Oilers last season? They were tired. Tired come the finals. Won't be a problem this year.
In front of the net, good things happen. That one goes off of his chest, lands on the ice, and he bashes it home for his 30th.
And his 8th in the last 11 matchups with
Lucky.
the Edmonton Oilers.
Lucky.
So he tends to show up for these games. Again, second place at stake today. Edmonton can move into a share of second, although the Kings would have the tiebreaker with an outright victory. The Kings can open up some distance with 5. They'll put 4 points between themselves and the Oilers and potentially be just 1 point out of the division lead by night's end, pending Vegas's outcome.
Well,
7 games to go, 3 teams separated by 5 points in the ultra-competitive Pacific. Here's a one-timer by Perry off a turnover by Hellenius, and then a shot by Wallman as Kemper was slow to understand where the rebound had gone. Edmondson.
I was not able to get any new information. I will do my research.
Wallman
In the next commercial break, I'll do some research on him.
absorbs a hit from behind. Perry gives it right back to him.
I heard we signed a new goalie. I literally walked in the door and started the stream.
And Kulak glides back to
Actually,
collect for the
I'm
Oilers with 8.5
on my
to
Xbox
play
on the internet.
in this second period. 1-0 for Los Angeles.
That's why they're not injured, dude. They're not coming in injured. Relax. We're coming in the playoffs healthy. Healthy.
Knocked over the stick of Emerson. He'll sling it along the boards. Henrique won a battle. Trent Frederick will dump it in from center ice. Outreach for it is Hunt. Frederick took a shot, shattered his stick. He's tied up with Deneau on the follow-through. And here's Trevor Moore up to Gavrikov. Jeff Skinner has come on. Made a good defensive play to steal it from Gavrikov, but LA got some support from Trevor Moore, and for a moment the Kings had a notion. Henrique able to take it away. LA will change as Kulak lobs it in on net, and that's grabbed by Kemper. He'll freeze it with 7 minutes left here in period.
Sorry, guys. I wasn't ignoring you, I promise.
A couple good saves here by Derek.
They re-signed Nathaniel Day. Okay, so he's not a new signing. They're just re-signing him. He's not the new goalie. He's been in the system since they drafted him in 2003. 2023. 184th overall. 6'4", 205 pounds. He's been playing in the Ontario Hockey League for the Flint Firebirds. I will give you guys his stats next commercial break.
Perhaps home ice means a little bit more because when you look at LA's road record, 21st in the league. I mean, they're under 500.
I would say more important for
What a huge signing. Now we've got a future of goaltending prospects that are really good. Also, that kid over in Europe, cannot understate that.
Crypto.com this season, they have been fantastic.
Well, the last 3 years, the other reason I'd say that, Louis, is the last 3 years in those playoff matchups.
Yeah, that's right. The Oilers have won 3 in a row.
6 and 4 at home. Actually better here in Los
Troy
Angeles.
Stetcher throwing his body around. Man, the hits just keep on coming for this Oilers team.
Connor Brown will dump it in. Hard not to think we're going to see a 4th consecutive year between these two clubs, and it won't even be the first time. It also happened from 89 through 92. LA won the first, Edmonton won the next 3. Here's Fiala. Doughty a shot to save.
Nice save by Calvin Pickard there.
In front. I think Byfield might have gotten a piece. What about Pickett's mask, Louis?
Yeah, good deflection, too. Good shot by Doughty, and the defense of the Los Angeles Kings have sifted a few shots into that traffic in front of Pickard.
Kuzmenko. Good play by Bouchard, reading where Kuzmenko was going. Doughty to Kopitar, trying to punch it ahead for Kuzmenko and take it away from Bouchard, but instead it's Edmonton with some numbers coming the other way. Arvidsson taken down by Doughty, a loose puck in front of Kemper, but Colson bashing away. Kemper trying to freeze it.
Oh my God, Kopitar just cross-checked Arvidsson in the back of the neck. You fucking fuckstick. Of course, no call on that though, right, ref? You're not wrong. Well, it's kind of hard when you got most of your offensive talent out. If the Oilers are going to win this game, it's going to be won by grit. By grit and pure luck. I'll say it. They're going to need luck. No, absolutely. They are definitely proven they can play that type game of hockey. So how many cross-checks are you allowed to give a player? So there's 1 cross-check, 2 cross-check, 3 cross-check, 4? Doughty's just sitting there fucking whacking on the guy's back. No call though, right, ref? No call on those. Wow, ridiculous, man.
And now Emerson off his back foot will be whistled for an icing call.
Icing against the Oilers. There's just so much that I'm noticing that the Kings are getting away with.
Rogers Place, and proud sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
Shots. Oh, by the way, guys, we play these guys again April 14th. So we play them today on April 5th. Play them again April 14th.
A heated matchup.
Second last game of the year.
No doubt.
It'll be in Edmonton, so it'll be 8 o'clock instead of 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Reaching forward to Zach Hyman. Brent Clark challenging. And now
Man, when Kane comes back, I think the Kings are in trouble. I full-heartedly believe the Kings are in trouble. If we play them in round 1 this year, they're in trouble.
Scorecard, but he's had about 4 or 5 in my opinion.
This is a Kings team that are going to beat the Oilers with a healthy Oilers team? I don't know, man. Shots are 16-15 for the Oilers. 1-0 LA.
And then Fogle cross ice out of the reach of Moore. Kulak on it first. Emerson up the right-hand side for Perry. Now Max Jones.
Holy hack-a-whack.
Now Stetcher backing off.
How many slashes are you allowed to give a player as well?
Kapanen. Shifts to his left. Kicks it back for Darnell Nurse.
This team uses their stick all good. All right, eh?
Was friendly fire. Caught his own man. Max Jones. Here comes Fiala over the line.
That was way offside. Come on, ref.
And a late call forthcoming with 4:41 to go in the second period. And it's 1-0. If you recognize that, yeah.
as the feed goes silent. You recognize that? Yeah, no, we don't recognize that. We don't live in California, kid. Yeah, we're missing Ekholm as well. Like that, people don't realize we are missing a lot of players that are going to be healthy and ready game 1 of the playoffs. I'm excited. That was really late. Holy crap. I thought they weren't going to call that. That's still pretty cool, man. So I'm going to send a message to my dad and Ooh. I wish. Just a second there, Giannis. I was trying to do something right quick. None of your business. No. We're gonna swap numbers and all that fun stuff. Well, that's not what I wanted at all. That is rather unfortunate.
That's where Pearl first seen Annie Oakley perform.
Oh, Annie Oakley.
Annie Oakley.
Matter of fact, she said-
Oakley, Annie Oakley.
30th from LaFerriere and Spence. Game halfway through the second period. Gowdy will dump it in. Darcy Kemper this year, 4 shutouts among his 27 wins. Here's Nurse. Dealing for Stetcher. We enter the latter stages of this second period. Remember, the last time they squared off, January the 13th, it was Edmonton beating LA 1-0. Right now, the Kings with a 1-0 lead, and Kings are going to be whistled for deliberate offside, which means the
McDonald's,
face-off come all the way into the LA zone.
Don't tease me.
Great call. I mean, it could have been whistled down a couple of times. It was Janmark that almost got run over in the zone, and then he looked up, gave it to Stetcher. Stetcher did the right thing. He just said, okay, you want it so bad, here you go. You know what? As soon as they came touch it, he pointed all the way down. Yeah. And this face-off will come to the left of Kemper. So
Edmonton 12 straight games on the road where they haven't scored more than 3. It has not been that type of overwhelming offensive campaign for the Oilers. But the good news is they've won 5 of those 12 games. They found a way to win these low-scoring, tight affairs. Through 2 games of the road trip, perfect examples, 3-2 wins. Here's Kuzmenko, wiring and scoring.
2-0.
Beat Picker, blocker side. And that's how you score 39 in the league. Perfectly placed inside the left goalpost. And Kuzmenko now with 3 goals and 7 points in his last 4 games.
Well, this line's been fantastic for the Kings ever since Kuzmenko's been brought. Actually took a little bit of time for him to find the right rhythm with Kopitar and Kempe, 2 guys that have played together for a long time. But once he found it, they have not looked back. 27 combined points in the last 8 games coming into this one this afternoon versus the Edmonton Oilers. And for Kuzmenko, this is what he does best. Once he wants this puck, and he's demanding it with a tap of the stick, and once he gets it, he gets himself into a better shooting position, and then he picks a corner and rips it home past Picker, 2-0 LA.
I will.
His first year in the league, and they tailed off to 22 and started moving around.
No, I'm just trying to remember what the...
4th team in 3 years, but highly talented, of course, spent 8 years in the KHL. Kempe and Gowdy with the helpers. So 2-0. And it's Trevor Moore in from the right-hand side.
Let's go Oilers. Let's get one, yeah.
Nugent Hopkins will play it back behind his own net. Pickard up the right-hand side for Bouchard. Up the middle, Podkolzin. Almost, I mean, you said it, Louis. You come so close to taking a 1-0 lead, and a few minutes later, you're down 2. Podkolzin on that loose puck in front of Darcy Kemper, unable to mash it home. Anderson up the right-hand side. Hellenius will bang it in against Kulak. Here's Corey Perry. Looking for Jones. Way back to Emerson. And now Kulak with 2.5 to go in the period. Jones will scamper his way into the zone. And shovel it behind the LA net where it's picked up by Doughty. Promptly turned over to Perry.
Here you guys go. I set up an email. I forgot that I don't have a business email for this.
On the kick plate, and they'll whistle it down with 2:19 on the game clock.
Well, Andrei Kuzmenko has stepped in here, and one of the things he brings to the table is that confidence to make plays like that. The spinorama this week has been incredible for him. There's a nice defensive play in the neutral zone, then he's going to make another nice shot passed over to Kopitar for the one-timer.
I forgot I didn't have...
This is a guy that comes in to look to shoot the puck. He has the confidence to do just that. We just saw it again, and it made it 2-0 on this shot.
There you guys go. That's the email address for the company. I guess you can call it that.
They talk about his playmaking. The fact that he can make those passes in traffic, in tight spaces, and very quickly, and that line has just found chemistry. You've got two guys in Kempe and Kopitar that have played together for a long time, and a guy in Kuzmenko that you don't have to worry about deferring when he gets that opportunity. He's going to shoot it. Former 39-goal scorer.
Came to LA by way of Philadelphia, for whom he
RNH is playing, but you wouldn't know it.
Involved in that trade where the Flyers basically gave up on some of their top picks in Farabee and Frost, sent him to Calgary in exchange for Kuzmenko. Had a couple of good games for John Tortorella at the time, and then subsequently was moved to LA. Here's Fiala, wrist shot off the rush. Byfield does not make its way through. Emerson to Perry, and for Edmonton, obviously the next goal in Perry. Kapanen from Skinner.
Here's the answer to that, Bunny.
LA gives up about 2.5.
And this is an answer that I've thought about.
Perry. Ridden off the puck in front, the Ferrier.
I want a big community that feels like a small one. You know what I mean? I want a big community, but we still feel like we're... I want one that's maybe 3,000-4,000, up to 10, 20, 20,000, but still feels like there's only like 12 of us in here. If that makes sense.
The boards,
and we have a penalty coming up against the Oilers.
An ultra important power play in this hockey game.
The Oilers are falling apart.
It is, yeah, Mark heading to the penalty box here. And yeah, down 2-0. This is an opportunity for the
Oh, no, I'm just behind answering you. Nobody's deleting your messages at all. And really, I'm just that far behind everyone else, right? I am sorry. My mind is here, but my body is gone. My body is here, but my mind is gone. Oilers got to kill another penalty. So that was Kuzmenko's 11th, Fiala's 30th. All said and done, the Oilers are down 2-0.
And now Fiala saucered back.
1 minute remaining in the second period. 1 minute remaining in the second period.
Behind the net, Kuzmenko, a one-timer to save made by Pickard. That shot appeared to stun him up again near the mask. Here's Fiala.
The McFlurry minute, if they score in this minute. So that's not a call. That's interesting. So you just called that against Edmonton. You freaking just did. But you let LA get away with that. Interesting.
Fiala gave it away. Easy clear.
Man, these refs are terrible, man.
LA's second power play of the afternoon. Final half minute of the period. And we'll have about a half minute of carryover as well, if the Kings should need it. Kuzmenko steps in. Knocked off the stick by Connor Brown. Reversed up the left-hand side, but Colson short-handed. He'll make a move on Downey. Head for the net. But Downey was able to recover, but Colson stayed with it. Tried to center for Brown. Intercepted by Kempe. 6 seconds. In over the line. Fiala. Kopitar, backhanded denied by Pickard, who pushed way out to cover. against the 37-year-old captain, and now Brown in line with Brent Clark.
I wouldn't say that, Munchie. I honestly think you're going to be very shocked. If that is who you are going with for your first round, you might want to put a little bit of money on the Oilers. This Oilers team is going deep. I just got a feeling this Oilers team is going to go deep in the playoffs. There is a joke to be made there, but I'm not going to make it. That's
The kicker denies it.
Might put some extra time on the clock here.
Shut up, Kopitar. Man, you whine a lot.
Deal. Maybe another second and a half. Looks like they want to put 2.9 on the clock. Again,
no, it was against the New York Islanders.
Seconds of power play time with which to work in the third period. And after two, it looks like it'll be 2-0. And now Jim Hiller thought about pulling Darcy Kemper in favor of the extra time.
I sure hope it'd be 2-0 after two for the LA Kings. They have a full roster. The Oilers are missing half their guys.
I think Jim Hiller's like, you know what?
I will say this, I have been very impressed with Trent Friedrich today.
The draw here and somehow
despite the outcome, Trent Friedrich has impressed me today.
So now you've got Kopitar and Henry. Kopitar, what a one-timer to save, man. Pickard on Doughty. Boy, you couldn't have drawn it up better. And I had visions of the goal that Toffoli scored against Block.
Oh, shut up, Doughty. You freaking baby. Hey, man, that'd be something if he scored his against the Islanders, too. Well, not like the Blackhawks put up much of a fight. Almost let him score a hat trick. Teams at this point are just letting Ovi score. I've noticed he's not getting hit. He's not getting checked. I disagree with that, Joe. I think the Oilers will be perfectly 100% healthy. McDavid is fine. Ekholm is battling a flu. Skinner is battling concussion-like symptoms. I think come April 17th, 18th, you're going to see a very healthy Oiler team. Yes, they are. So out-of-town scoreboard. Man, there's some fun games to talk to you guys about. Ooh, no way that's the score. Dallas, get good. I will let you know, sir. So, Dallas 3, Penguins 3, 4 minutes left to go in the third period. In the set after two periods, Ducks 2, Canucks 5. Kings 2, Oilers nothing after 2. And of course the finals are Panthers nothing, Senators 3, Jersey 4, Rangers nothing. Game still yet to be underway. The Carolina Hurricanes take on the Boston Bruins. The Tampa Bay Lightning take on the Buffalo Sabres. The Blue Jackets are in Toronto to take on the Maple Leafs. The Flyers are in Montreal to take on the Canadiens. Colorado's in St. Louis to take on the Blues. Jets are in Utah to take on the Mammoth. The Golden Knights are in Calgary to take on the Flames. The Kraken are in Seattle. The Kraken are in San Jose to take on the Sharks. That's all it's in. Yeah. All right, I guess I'll spill the beans here. He's dealing with a superbug. He was told not to go to the Four Nations. Just a second. Yeah, he was told not to go to the Four Nations, actually. He was advised by the Oiler doctors and his camp not to go to Four Nations, but he did anyway. Because his opinion of it was, well, what's the worst that can happen? Well, worst that can happen, my friend, is now you're out. And It's like if you've heard him talk at all since getting sick, you can even at the Four Nations he couldn't speak. He was coughing. It was bad. But hey, whoosies, I'm gonna go with the hockey cards I got today. Yeah. Well, that might be the problem then. Then that's the problem, Diane. Yeah, I got it. Anyways, I'll be right back, guys. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the intermission. sending us all to Mexico. Is that what I'm reading? We're all going to Mexico on Joe's dime. Trent Friedrich, man. Hitting machine, Trent Friedrich. It sucks that LA's up 2-0, but hey, could be a lot worse. So let's talk about Trent Friedrich. 5 minutes time on ice. According to stats, he's only got 2 hits. No, he's got way more than that. He's got way more than that. Like, really, according to these guys, the Oilers only have 12 hits. According to NHL.com. Fuck off with that crap. He's got like 5 by himself. All right, let me make myself available again. So like I said, I was telling you guys about Nathaniel Day. He is an Oilers prospect already. 6'4", 205 pounds. Drafted by Edmonton in the 6th round, 184th overall in 2023. This past season with Grimsby in Ontario, this past season he's from Grimsby. He saw 59 games, 26, 25, 2 and 3, with a goals against average of .307, save percentage of .894. 2 shutouts. He's 20 years old. He was the Firebirds MVP. He led all OHL goaltenders in games played and minutes. Facing the 4th most shots and registering the 7th most wins. Whoa, cool. No, that's your mom's app. Now, just watch YouTube. Jeebus. Oi, oi, oi.
Look, watch what it does. It's not working.
It's not working, eh? Huh.
It's not the brightness. Maybe that app isn't working.
Maybe the app isn't working.
Maybe it's the internet.
Well, you're connected to the internet. I know you are. Any whoosies? Yes. He's a big kid. Last year, there you go. Please behave. He played 3,401 minutes.
Look, it even has an order app.
Yeah, cool. 2 shutouts, 26 wins, 25 losses. In the playoffs, he went 1-3-1. In the playoffs, he had a .902 save percentage. No, can you take that upstairs, please? Anastasia. Thank you. So the Flint Firebirds had the youngest D-core in the league. They played a lot of 16, 17-year-olds. So, as far as rankings go for the Oilers goalie system and prospects through the pipeline, here's a plug to Cult of Hockey. They did their who's in the system, what's in the system, how good is the system. In the system for the Oilers, Oliver Rodrigue was ranked 8th for hockey prospect voting last September. Oliver Rodrigue was ranked 8th amongst the goalies. Emil Vinny, the Finnish goalie we have coming to North America next year, was 14th. Connor Unger was for 21st. Nathaniel Day was 27th, and Samuel Johansson in Sweden was 29th. So this year, everybody's wondering why the Bakersfield Condors aren't as good as they were last year. They've been hurt. Their defensive core has been shambles all year. Vinny was lost to injury this year. He had a major injury happen. He only played 9 games. Guys, we got a goalie coming up that we might want to keep an eye on. Our Bakersfield guy might know this guy really well. Hey, Once. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Oh, that's a De La Hoya statue. But yeah, there is a Gretzky statue out front in LA as well. Gretzky's the only player that I can think of that has 2 statues in 2 different places. Obviously the one here in Edmonton and the one down in LA. Oilers are still on the PK. Goaltender Brett Bruchot. Interesting. He's played for... He's a 22-year-old goaltender who's played 3 games for the Bakersfield Condors, going 3-0. Condors sign a 1-year deal with Brett on the 5th of August. Yeah, I know you got to worry about those in-laws. Sometimes they're crazy. So... can he be called up to Edmonton? That's what I'm going to check out next. Because that's my mind. Can the Oilers call him up? Well, 3rd period underway, folks. Should be a good one.
To start the 3rd, remember, for 42 seconds, LA's 2nd power play of the afternoon. A scoreless first was followed by Fiala's 30th and Kuzmenko's 11th, including his 5th as a member of the LA Kings. To take this game 2-0.
I mean, if the Oilers could call this kid up next season, year after, be interesting. Because he's 3 games played for the Bakersfield Condors. 2 wins, 1 loss. 937 save percentage. Fort Wayne, 926. Fort Wayne, 920. Manitoba Moose, 1,000% save percentage. His worst save percentage was 1 game with Wilkes-Barre Scranton at 861. Youch. Might be a goalie of the future for the Oilers. Yes, I know. Cart, horse. No, they're not going to be in the lineup Monday against Anaheim, but they will be in the lineup on Wednesday against the St. Louis Blues. I got a feeling the Oilers are going to score a goal this game.
And then Kempe kicks it back for Kopitar. One-timer off the crossbar. Fiala rebound wide.
Hey, Oilers killed a penalty again.
Knows he had a big target. Just hit the bar. Kapanen tried to go up the middle, create a short-handed chance for Janmark. Wasn't there. Kuzmenko carries it the other way. Rich shot, glove save made by Becker.
This can't hit the bar any harder than it does on the one-timer by Fiala.
He heard it twice.
Yeah, he heard it twice. But I mean, he absolutely rips this one.
What are you talking about, Joe? What guy?
I think
rested so much.
What guy are you talking about? Guy from Europe. Tomasek? Oh, no, not a bust at all. I love that people are underestimating this guy.
Clark up the middle.
See, that's what's different between me and every other Oiler
Sent around the board.
personality, we'll call them. I do my research.
Clear back to center.
I don't have a team behind me doing my research for me and then tell me what to say about them. I do my own research.
Gaining the line. Backing on. Out to Kulak for a drive. The pinball's wide. Rebound Brent Clark to the corner. Slugged out by Fogel. Good play to Moore with Kulak back defensively. Trevor Moore.
I won't get into that with you again, man. Like that's your beef that you have with those two. That's your beef, man. It's like that old commercial. What's your beef?
Down 2 at the home of the league's second best defensive team. A team that's lost with 4.
Don't judge a player until you've seen him close up. That's what I always say. Don't judge a player until you've seen him close up.
Followed by Frederick. Henry. Kemper trying for a fifth.
What a trip and a half not called.
Fiala looking right hand side, gives it up. LaFerriere, a shot that's stopped by Pickard. Rebound swung out to Gavrikov across. Spence, a shot pass into the middle, trying to get.
So if you're talking about the 29-year-old kid that the Oilers just signed to a one-year deal, $1.2 million, do some research. I'm going to educate everybody. Do some research on the kid. Don't just say, well, he's 29, why hasn't he been in the NHL? A lot of European players choose not to be in the NHL their first quarter century of life. I'm just saying, man. I don't get your beef with the guy. I don't understand it, but that's why they are where they are and we are where we are. I think what Jackson has done with the Oilers roster is good. Is smart. I think what Bowman did with the Oilers roster is good and smart as well. And it'll be proven in the playoffs. There's two rosters you can have in the league. A regular season roster and a playoff roster. The Oilers have a playoff roster. I would take Arvidsson, Perry, Friedrich, and to a degree, Jeff Skinner in the playoffs over anybody we lost. And I guess it's up to the players to prove me right and prove the rest of you guys wrong, I guess.
LA does own the tiebreaker, so Edmonton theoretically needed 3 points out of 4 in this home and home. The back end of which will be 9 days from now in Edmonton. Up the right-hand side, Nurse knocked it down against Kopitar. Sent around the boards, Corey Perry. And then presumably a 4th consecutive playoff matchup. But the Kings might have their eyes on a division title. Here's an icing call whistled against Los Angeles, and Edmonton knows.
Like I said, I don't get people's gumption or hatred for Bowman and Jackson. They're where they are for a reason.
Good work in the zone. By the 4th line of Edmonton to hem in Los Angeles a little bit.
I'm not upset by any of the moves they made. What, Anna?
So you need to still make sure you're playing that defensive hockey, but when you have your opportunities, you have to really push once you're in the offensive zone.
Face-off win for Kopitar, a reset for Clark.
Just a second, Anna.
Stick. Punched up at Kopitar, he'll just turn. Backhanded in deep. Wallman fighting off Kuzmenko. The outlet, Nurse on target for Propulsion. And here's Arvidsson. Backhanded in. Darcy Kemper along the boards. Cut off.
Anna, what do you mean? Come here.
Bouchard with the trade the puck to Propulsion. Miscommunication.
Just
flashes
chill out.
Up to the red line.
A novel idea. I'll go get some bodies through the net and get the puck there. just seems like Edmonton right now has been really kept in the perimeter.
Oh, you don't like the German kid? Oh, buddy. I'm high on the German kid.
Over past the puck and just try and create something that's not there.
I'm very high on that German prospect. Again, I did a lot of research. Whenever I find out the Oilers signed somebody that I've never heard of, I almost over-research them. To the point where I know their flaws, I know their tendencies. I do too much research on them. You're gonna be thrilled to see what this kid can do. Honestly, you just wait till next season when you see him in training camp, and when you see him play in Penticton, and then when you see him play preseason games. And then you can tell me what your eyes tell you. And you'll be very surprised at what your eyes are telling you. What is one thing the Oilers needed to do this offseason that they didn't do because they lost a lot of? Speed. What does this guy have in spades? Speed. What did they lose? Lose. Depth scoring. This guy brings it. Hockey IQ. This guy has it. He's not going to bang you. He's not going to hit you. He's not going to throw you through the boards. But he doesn't need to.
The two-man team that a lot of outsiders would say.
I'm going to be very optimistic with this kid.
Which is no longer home to the LA Clippers. It's only the Lakers now.
There you go.
As we saw firsthand last night. Into the Intuit Dome and nearby Inglewood. Yeah, and near where you once played.
The old forum, by the old forum there. But I agree with you. I think this team, as a team, good teams usually learn how to play without their top players.
Yeah.
Injuries happen. You rely on your system. You rely on everybody to pull on the rope, and that's kind of what Edmonton.
I'm just going to ignore that and act like you didn't say that.
And it's a good lesson when you don't have your top players that, hey, we can play pretty.
14 and a half left to go in the third period. 2-0 LA.
Much stronger because of it.
Brown and Skinner.
You can't say that, though, because they haven't. Because we have Europeans on our team right now. Draisaitl's a European. Worked out pretty damn good. Clefbaum was a European. Worked out pretty damn good. Larson worked out pretty damn good. I'm just saying, you can't cherry pick one or two players when, as a whole, they've done really well. And that was mentioned in an article to me. Don't compare this kid to Coulon or Reeder. Don't compare him to those two. Different play style, different ability. This guy is far better and beyond anything that's come out of Germany since maybe Draisaitl. Welcome back, Bunny. And that's not just me saying that. That's coming from a lot of European writers and German elite league commentators. Yes, I do read German. Yes, I do follow a lot of German commentary. Tomasak, I'm excited for what he does. He's 29. He's a little bit on the older prospect pool. He had bad luck injury. He would have been in the NHL playing for somebody. 3 years ago, had he not broken his ankle. He's also gradually improved his offensive side. No, nobody said that about Kulak, about Kahn. Nobody said that about Kahn. Kahn was supposed to be a complimentary player, and he never panned out. Dominic Kahn? No. Nobody was saying what they're saying about this kid, about Dominic Kahn. Not even close. Dominic Kahn is more of a two-way player. This kid is a pure sniper. He's a pure playmaking sniper. He does a little bit of everything. Playmaker, but he's more of a shooter. Yeah, Los Angeles is They know that their opponent is missing a lot of heavy hitters, so they can do what they can do. Get out of the way, ref. Holy smokes.
Downey through to Fogle, turned over, Jeff Skinner, and we have too many men on Edmonton.
Too many men on the ice for the Oilers, apparently.
We've got a penalty against the Oilers.
The third power play of the game for the Kings.
Tough one to take here in the third period, starting to push a little bit. This is a nice move by Wall.
But yeah, no, I do a lot of my own due diligence and I do a lot of my own research. Just because I want to know the person that's coming in. I want to know the player the Oilers drafted. A lot of people hated that I said, look out for Bo Akey. Bo Akey's going to be one of those players the Oilers drafted that's going to go very under the radar, very unnoticed, but he's going to have a big impact on the team moving forward. And who has been right so far? This guy. Anyways, I get what you're saying, and I understand the trepidation of European players. But one thing they have done is they're going after European players with Canadian descent and Canadian and North American. Jackson won't trade them. These kids aren't going to be traded by Jackson. Next season, the Oilers are going to lose a few forwards. Obviously, they're losing Perry. They're going to lose Arvidsson, Brown, Janmark. Excuse me. They're losing the old players and getting a very young core of players. Just trust me when I say pay attention. Pay attention to what's going to happen with these kids that are from Europe. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to make these household names. And some people might even put their names on the back of their jerseys. You're right. Yeah, Arvidsson in 2 years. Yeah. Of course, we're going to show the stupid interview with Fogle saying, yeah, I don't like them. It was a joke. Everybody took it way too fucking serious. What is that new website? Oh, Puckpedia. So next season, the breakdown of next season for the Oilers is Corey Perry, Jeff Skinner, Connor Brown, Kasperi Kapanen, and Trent Friedrich are all on the chopping block to not be here. Skinner stays. If Jeff Skinner has an amazing playoff, he's going to stay. Trent Friedrich is going to stay. Kasperi Kapanen's gone. Corey Perry's gone. Brown is gone. So Brown, Perry, Kapanen gone. Klingberg's not going to re-sign here. Ty Amberson's a restricted free agent. Yes, Derek Ryan will be gone. Drake Kajula will be gone. Henrique will still be here, yep. The Oilers have Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman, Evander Kane, Hopkins, Arvidsson, Henrique, Matthias Janmark. Janmark is here for another 2 years. But you could always trade that contract. I'm liking what I'm seeing next year for the Oilers. I like their roster. Like, they're going to get younger, they're going to be quicker, and they're going to be faster. With Stanley Cup rings. I said what I said. Noah Philp is a unrestricted free agent. Sorry, a restricted free agent next year. Let me go double check my numbers on that. Yes, he's an RFA next year with arbitration rights. So let's hope the Oilers can get a deal done with him so we avoid arbitration.
neutral zone, get a puck to the net. At this stage of the game, it's not about putting it back down the corner.
The reason why I like Josh Semensky so much is he's going to play the wing. He's going to move over to the left wing.
Didn't score a ton. But man, when you need 2 goals,
He's going to score. He's going to move over. He's a centerman. But he's going to go over to the left wing. He's a left-handed shot. He's already announced that he's playing wing when he gets here. And he's okay with that. I'm okay with that. He signed a 2-year deal with the Oilers worth $975. Savoy will re-sign with the Oilers. I'm not worried about Matthew Savoy. His contract doesn't come up for a few years. But yes. Hey, afternoon. Right? Epic, you're right. Like, this team is... We're keeping up with them as much as we can. Like, I like what the Oilers have done. And here's another reason why I like Josh a lot. He played 42 games in 2021. 7 goals, 1 assist, 8 points, plus 14. Played 48 games, had 18 points. Not overly hurtful. But then here's the jump. 51 games, 36 points. 52 games, 40 points. That's what I like. He's jumped. He's gotten good. He's jumped. No, they're not going to give McDavid and Bouchard that much money. Like, why are you upset if they do? Like, that's bargain for this team. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, Joe. I don't know, man. You seem really upset that this team is trying to build. O'Reilly will be with the Bakersfield Condors next year. Matt Savoy. Savoy's still under ELC until 26-27. No, it's not. I don't think $10 million isn't overpaid for Bouchard. Like, I'd wish they'd pay him less.
Well, there's 20 shots in the game, 4 in this third period. Now it's Fogle against Perry.
Considering what Bouchard and McDavid can get on the open market, they're both going to sign team-friendly deals. The worst thing the Oilers could do is let Bouchard go to arbitration. That is the worst thing you can do if you're the Oilers. Let Bouchard go to arbitration. Get him signed up for 8 years, 9.5.
He skated into me, but the call will go against them.
How is it a call on Bouchard? Fogle grabbed him and hauled him down. I'm sorry, but get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit referee. Fogle grabs his arm and pulls him down. Holy crap. So where's he? How is that a call on the Oilers? You could have seriously hurt the guy! Holy fuck, referee! This is a joke. Congratulations to the LA bitches. You needed the refs to win tonight. No McDavid, no Draisaitl, no freaking Skinner, no Ekholm. Oh God! Oh God! Referee, save me! Referee, save me! Referee, please save me! We can't beat them on our own. Please, sir. Please. Referee, sir. I need 5 power plays. Holy fuck. Kings, you guys are done in the playoffs if you play the Oilers. I'm going to call it right now. Oilers are sweeping LA in the playoffs. What a joke. How can you call that against Bouchard? Shut up, Louis. Yeah, it's Bouchard's fault he got hauled down, yeah. It's Bouchard's fault he's playing defense. He's doing the exact same thing the LA Kings defense has been doing all game. Blocking off the boards in the blue line. But that's Bouchard's fault. I disagree with that. I don't think you guys understand. Hey, how's it going, Mac? I don't think you guys understand how Bowman's going to do proceedings. I don't understand, man. We got 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. 2-0 LA. Oilers are on their 4th penalty. Go figure.
But again, you look up at the game clock, and all of a sudden only 7.5 minutes remain. Warren Fogle to Byfield, and now Trevor Moore. Fogle back-to-back career years.
Oh, God. Worry about your own team, Munchie. How many years has it been since they've been out of round 2? When was the last time they even won a game in round 2? You probably weren't alive when that happened. I'm just saying, man. Like, worry about the Maple Leafs sucking dick every playoff. With the roster you guys have, you should have at least made one cup final. At least made it out of round 1 more than once. But I digress. Maple Leafs are an amazing hockey team.
Dangerous chances, Louis. There haven't been a lot for Edmonton.
Well, that was a terrific save on Byfield. Great one on Kempe as well.
Byfield inside, and then did Pickard get a piece of that? As Deneau was right.
It's a battle against the Zebras for any Canadian team that plays an American team. It's tough, man.
Deneau was trying to power that one through.
But you got to fight through it, as they say, right? No excuses. Got to fight through it. You know what to expect. You just got to not put your sticks where you wouldn't. And oh, I guess that's interference too, ref.
Stetcher got a piece of him. Bouchard took the hit, did not get it out. Trevor Lewis gave it away.
Power play killed. Another power play for the Kings' almighty team. No goal. By the way, guys, this is a healthy Kings team that's barely beating a beat-up Oilers team. Prove them wrong by how? Playing an Ottawa Senators team that's going to mollywop them? And then if you do win that, you're going to get swept by either Tampa or Florida. Congratulations, Toronto. You won a first round again. I'm sorry, guys, for being passionate, but if you're going to talk out your ass, you're going to get called out on it. Right, Barbershop? Like, and that's sad that we don't care about these games. I used to be that way too. I used to care about every game from game 1 to game 82. But now it's like, okay, we're a playoff team guaranteed. I don't care where we stand. I don't care if we come in the playoffs team number 1 or team number 8. This team is built to succeed. And until this team doesn't prove it, what is that call for? No, he crossed the center line and dumped it.
Carbon X is proud to partner with the Edmonton Oilers to help them offset emissions and score big in sustainability.
Like I said, I stopped caring about what game 1 to 82 in the NHL is. It's pretty much all you have to win is 47 games. So pick 47 games you want to win. Take those 47 games, write down your schedule, and circle 47 wins. Go win those 47 games. Who cares about everything else?
Today,
That's all you need to do. Win 47.
thus far perfect on 25 shots for the Oilers. Second in the league in goals against, fourth in save percentage coming in. And we talked about the stabilization of the
That's the saddest part about it is you just pick 47 games you want to win. Make sure 15 to 20 of those games are against division opponents. That is really what you got to do. You write down 47 games you want to win, must win. Make sure I'll be conservative. Make sure 65% of those games are against Pacific Division because the Oilers are in Pacific Division. Those games that you win are against your division opponent. The Eastern Conference games, you could just write them all down as L's because they don't matter. The Central Division games you play, win half of those. As long as you win the majority of your division games, you're going to be in the playoffs. The way Gary Bettman and the NHL has the playoffs set up, where the top 3 teams in each division make the playoffs, regardless of anything else, all you have to do is win 65% of your division games, and you're going to be, at worst, the third place team in your division. At worst. So yeah, I hate to break it down that simple, that stupid. But if you're a team and you know that you can easily win certain amount of games, win them and then rest your players. Those games that you can't win, who cares? And it sucks that the fan base cares way more than the players do. The fan base cares way more than the ownership does. The fan base cares way more than the GM, the coach. It sucks that the fans care more than people wearing the jersey. And it's not just Oilers related, it's all sports teams related. The fans will always care more than the people in the fight. It's because we're still here after they're gone. If you want to know 100% of the truth, it's because we're fans of the team, not fans of the player. The player can come as goes because they're the commodity. The fans always stay. The fans chose to be fans of the crest. So, of course we care more. It's in our jobs.
Played 19 games down the regular season, but had 14 goals, led the Kings in goals in the playoffs. And a lot of people said, hey, he doesn't fit into the plan and the system.
Right, Barbershop? It's like I said, guys, I'm not trying to downplay the regular season. I'm just saying it doesn't matter. Like, the 82 games don't matter.
Firepower in that dimension on the top line now with Kempe and Corcoran.
Some concern for Los Angeles
Right?
moving forward, especially if they're going to win the Pacific Division. Drew Doughty has gone back to the room. You'll recall he was shaken up earlier in this game. Turned 35 in December.
4.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Still 2-0 LA. I mean, I was expecting it to be a lot worse.
On the LA blue line for almost 2
Corey Perry's just hacking it. Oh, there's a cross-check one. Oh, there's a hit from behind. No call, eh? Holy fuck. I guess if you're wearing black, you can do whatever you want. No calls are coming your way. Warren Fogel's going to get himself beat up in the playoffs, and I'm all about it.
Here's Nurse short side, trying to work his way to the net. Put through the crease by Perry. Kulak back to Nurse. Edmonton has not been shut out since losing in Vegas December the 3rd, 1-0. That was their 4th shutout loss in the first 25 games. Kings were unhappy. They felt Nurse elbowed more on the face there.
Exactly. No, exactly. I don't disagree with you there. Like that's the thing, right? Everything gets reset come April 19th. Round 1, game 1 of the NHL playoffs, everything gets reset. Like, I am... Oh, two-hand slash? Not called, eh? Good job, eh, ref? Glad you're watching. Glad you're paying attention to the hockey game that's being played.
Deflected. And the Kings able to nudge it up the left-hand side. Byfield managing his way through the neutral zone in front. Picked off by Bouchard.
Good defensive play there by Bouchard.
One shot away from making this awfully interesting. 3.5 to go. We'll keep an eye on Calvin Pickard. Right now, he's still in the net. Bouchard steps up. A shot and a save. Darcy Kemper. Now
like, the Oilers are down 2-0, but in all realistically, they're not getting blown out like they should be. Yeah, I think it's going to be April 20th as well. They're going to give the Saturday night game to Toronto. Toronto, Ottawa. And Winnipeg will get the first Saturday night game. Empty net. 3 minutes left to go in the game.
At the point, Wallman and Bouchard. Brown on the right half boards. Podkolzin and Skinner.
During the Anaheim game, I'm going to have a coach's challenge graphic made up. And an empty net graphic made up. I'm going to make 2 graphics this weekend on Sunday. I'm going to create some time for myself and do that.
Brown around the boards. Wallman mishandled the puck. And LA's going to seal it with an empty netter. Trevor Lewis.
Well, I sure hope they score an empty netter. Wow, LA, you're such a good team. Stupid comments like that make me wonder how old you really are. But
this puck takes a funny hop on Wallman. It gets right up an edge, and as he's about to play, you can tell it just kind of jumps, and the pressure of the Kings has paid off throughout this game.
Oh, shut up, Louie. Come talk to me April 14th when the Oilers have a healthy lineup going up against the LA Kings, and the Oilers just fucking destroy them. Are you not surprised that this game went this way? No. Any Oiler fan on social media bitching, complaining about this game needs to just give up your card to being an Oiler fan.
Shot by Spence, redirected from the slot just wide. Milan, who had that first potential NHL goal of his career. For an offside earlier in the second period. Kings got 2 after a scoreless first, and then Lewis moments ago putting it away. And again, the Oilers will get it.
Just be healthy for game 1 of the playoffs. That's all I care about. Calgary can't catch you. Vancouver's not going to catch you.
Saved by Pickard back in the net here with not a lot of time left on the clock. It's Fogle that gets a pretty good shot away, and he swallows that one up. Hey, after Lewis puts his puck in the net, watch this. It's the formal handshake time, not a high five. Thank you very much. I'll give you a handshake. Thank you very much. He gives the next guy into the scrum a handshake. And Andre Kopitar.
What a fucking bunch of idiots.
He's old school, gentlemanly.
Here's more off the Fogle, little give and go. Up the right-hand side, Connor Brown.
Hey, LA, you're 0 for 4 on a power play. Fuck.
Reminiscent of a story Gene Principe once told us, Louie, about meeting Clyde Drexler, and the guy before him kind of tried to dap up Clyde and give him like 3 or 4 fancy different handshakes. And Clyde Drexler just grabbed his hand and said, in the NBA, we shake hands.
You know, like, that's exactly it. If you call penalties that are penalties, none of this matters. The fact that they're talking about how great Trevor Lewis is stupid. He came back to LA, what, to get bounced in round 1?
As a core guy, as a guy down your bottom 6 that gets the job done. Won 2 Stanley Cups and back for his second stint And I think maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. We'll have to ask him for sure before the next meeting. But, it's like, listen, you work hard, you put your hard hat on, shake the ball. Thanks a lot. Here's Arvidsson.
Pulls and flashed a backhander wide. If anyone typified Darryl Sutter as a player, it was Trevor Lewis. He was
the Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Dallas Stars 5-3. I'll do my post-game reaction now. My my out-of-town scoreboard now. Rangers lose to the Devils 4-0. The Senators beat the Panthers 3-0. The Penguins beat the Stars 5-3. The Ducks lose to the Canucks 6-2. We're the only other game on the schedule. Sure. Was that a goal?
Look, it's on the outside, it looks like, so it's gone underneath that little flap that protects the back of the net and the meshing. And
there's no goal. The puck was lodged on the outside of the net.
There you go.
Lodged on the outside.
Lodged on the outside.
Boy, that was really close. I thought for a moment he had kind of...
I don't think that was a goal, but...
Let's see what a...
Oh, wow. Looked really good. You just saw
really
that mesh buckle.
Yes, but it is...
That's insane.
Good call. Good call.
And obviously with Lewis, Giallo,
I don't get that much. He like...
Number 22 when he came back, he didn't want to take it away from another veteran guy. So
don't know why you were like that, but cool.
Number 61.
Darcy Kemper about to pick up his 5th shutout of the year, the 36th for his career. Now in its 13th.
Talking about Darcy Kemper having a shutout against the Bakersfield Condors. Fuck. Congratulations to Darcy Kemper and the LA Kings. They beat the Oilers without most of their superstars. I'm an LA King fan. I'm happy with this win. We're going to beat them in round 1. I mean, it just makes it for a lot more entertainment come round 1 when they realize, oh shit, this isn't the same team we played against in April. These guys are good. These guys are going to kick our ass. Yes, the Oilers are going to kick the Kings' ass. April 20th, Game 1. Anywho's these guys? My name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. I hope you weren't expecting the Oilers to win that game. I really hope that wasn't part of your plan for the day, to watch an Oilers victory. No, he really doesn't. To be 100, no, he doesn't. And it's worse on Saturdays when it's a nationwide game. But anyways, guys, the Oilers lose 3-0 to the LA Kings, who had the entire lineup and could only muster 3 goals, 1 empty netter. Went 0 for 4 on a power play. But hey, Oilers suck. I don't understand that narrative. You guys be good. I'll see you guys on Monday when the Oilers are in Anaheim to take on the Ducks. And then on Wednesday when the Oilers take on the Blues. That'll be a good game to watch. I can't wait for that. But anyways, guys, my name's Matt for OilersFanReaction. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you Monday. Doses.
You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck.